when you think about it, yeah, like this world is quite selfish, really, you know, and this world is quite corrupt with people like with their rumors, you know, trying to slag down companies, for instance, yeah, you know, loads of people in the world, yeah, you know, most people in the world hate Xbox, you know, and they slag down Xbox in every single way, you know. It says it's this, it's that, it's rubbish, it's this, it's that, and it's everything, you know. And because more children are starting to believe all these adults, you know, that are slagging down the Xbox because they prefer the slim, the sleek, the thin, the small kind of thing, like you know, almost like a football. You know, they're more into all these football games, and none of them are really into these shooting games. You know, and none of them care about the damage holding a PlayStation pad does to your fingers and your actual elbows and stuff compared to what an Xbox does, which Xbox is actually healthier for you. It's healthier for your joints, how to hold the pad. Because of the two joysticks being in different places, your thumbs, your elbows have a more relaxed thing. Now when you put this into the middle like that, you know, you can't really do that, you know, and play PlayStation, yeah, you know, because that feels totally wrong. You know, when your thumbs are in the middle like that, you just feel like you want to bend your elbows like that, you know, and just like, and that's what most people do. And when their elbows get aching on PlayStation, they tend to like move it in outside, yeah, you know, and then that feels really uncomfortable because the thumbs being so close together, you know, so they end up doing that again, you know, and that feels comfortable like that, just having your arms like that, yeah, you know, and just playing. And that's what they always do all the time, yeah. But the Xbox people, we don't need to put our thumbs in the middle. We have our thumbs there. So we can hold the pad like that, you know? We can play with our hands sideways like that, you know? Now on PlayStation it's really hard. You have to reach over to the buttons, you know? Even when the pad is thin, you have to reach over it, you know? The thing is that, you know, all these games are not working on Xbox like all the time. I'm trying to play these games on Xbox and none of them are working whatsoever, yeah, you know? None of them. And the reason why they're not working yet, you know, is because a lot of people have refused to really like properly fix the Xbox like connections to the games, you know, and the bugs damage the Xbox console more, and it's because more people, more children, more new generation want to play on the PlayStation 5 here, you know. Like for instance, here, there's loads of people saying, "Oh yeah, this is how you fix the World War Z, you know, on da 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 da, yeah, you know." And I'm just thinking, wait a minute, what are you playing on? What are you playing on? PlayStation, Xbox, PC? You never explain what console or what you're actually playing on. It's like, oh yeah, I've had that problem. I just reinstalled it and it works fine. Well, on Xbox, every single time I've reinstalled it, downloaded from the cloud, cleared my internet, cleared my saved files, everything, wiped everything off the console. Yeah, you know, then reinstalled it again, then restarted the Xbox console, and it still doesn't work. You know, it only works like a month later every single time. After a month, yeah, you know, then it decides to work. Or maybe it's like 2, 3 weeks or something else, you know. It's always ages, like you know, ages and ages, weeks and weeks down the line. And then the World War Z starts working again, you know. What I think it's just their servers are crashing for Xbox. That's what I think it is. Because their servers are so broken and damaged there, you know. I think that's just the Xbox console, it affects it more, you know. That's what I believe. I believe it's the servers damaging the Xbox connections. And the PlayStation connections aren't as bad, and the PC connections aren't as bad, you know, because no one really cares about Xbox no more because it's more of an adult console, you know. It's everything about it is big, you know, like big consoles, big, big like Xbox controllers, you know. I love it big. I prefer big, you know. I don't want to be playing on this small little thing here, you know. Like for instance, here, you know, your screen is fucking big. So why do you want like a small tiny little console with a big ass fucking screen? You know? This is ridiculous. I think, yeah, you know, if you're gonna have a massive, massive screen, yeah, you know, at least have the massive, massive eight, what was it, 8K, you know? PlayStation 5 is only 4K. That's all it is. That's the maximum it can go up to is 4K. You know, they're no more. Now Xbox console, oh, that goes up to 8K. That's double the graphics and quality of everything compared to PlayStation, you know? Why would you not want an Xbox console knowing it is 8K? You know? Of course, you need to spend more money because you need to get an 8K TV rather than a 4K TV, you know? Get an 8K TV for the Xbox to respond how it should. You know, because on the things on 8K, it's like you're limiting its quality, you know, to 4K. You're pulling down its quality to 4K because half the console plays on 8K and the other half of the console plays on 4K, you know. So the minimum is 4K, you know. But for PlayStation, the minimum that could be is, I don't know, like SD or something else. Or, you know, I don't know. Like, you know, like, I don't know, like the quality of that is just, you know. The thing is that, you know, Xbox is just shutting down, man. You know, because less people are believe in the Xbox. Less people have faith because they're all going to PlayStation. And it's probably because PlayStation's got all these extra little ads and all these bits and pieces and all these add ups and all this, you know. The thing is that, you know, PlayStation, you know, is like Samsung. You know, that's what it's like. When Xbox is exactly like iPhone. You know. The thing is that, you know, Xbox was the first one to bring out back paddles here. Not the PlayStation, no, Xbox. Xbox was the first one to bring out paddles. And then PlayStation pulled out these like Tesco value £1 land, like in TMU, whatever you call it, Primark, kind of cheap, nasty rubbish, strap on back paddles. Which is like, what the hell is that? You know? You know? When I found out, when I seen them, I was like thinking to myself, "Are you taking the Mickey?" You know, that's like a woman, yeah, putting on a strap on and pretending to be a man. Like, yeah, I'm a man. You know, no, the PlayStations, you know, I see them as women's consoles because they're thin for women's thin little hands, delicate little touching hands. They're like, oh, you know. PlayStation is for women because it's slender, it's small, you know, it's small little consoles for people with small little hands, yeah, you know. Now the Xbox you can clearly see the Xbox consoles and the controllers are big, yeah, you know, big controllers for people with big hands that can move over like the entire controller and push all the buttons, yeah, you know, and to wrap around, you know, kind of thing. And also to push the back paddles either. So you need to put all your hands all the way around it like that. You know? That's what you need to do. You need to have your hands all the way around it. Basically wrap your hands around the pad, you know? So you need big hands to do that, you know, to do the things like that, you know. On PlayStation you do. You don't need big hands, you know? You see small little girl hands, small little women's hands, that's it, you know? If you've got skinny little hands here, you know, then basically you're for PlayStation. You know? Now, if you prefer an Xbox, you know, and you have skinny little hands, and you still want an Xbox, and that's fine. You know? Then you're playing the older, you know, you're playing the adult console because that's basically what it is. An Xbox, yeah, you know, is an adult console. It's not meant to be fun, mate. Yeah, and people, if you're looking for fun, then you go to PlayStation. Xbox, you know, adults find their own type of fun. You know, Xbox is not meant to be fun. You know, of course you're meant to find fun in the console. Yeah, of course, you know, but it's not meant to be fun. You know, it's meant to be serious. Serious gamers, you know, play on Xbox. You know, like serious gamers play on PC. You know. because PC is even more serious than Xbox, you know. And what was PC made by? It was made by Microsoft. And what was Xbox made by? Xbox is made by Microsoft. And what was PlayStation made by? PlayStation was made by little ridiculous stupid Sony, you know? Absolute ridiculous Sony. And what does Sony use on their graphics and their sound kind of thing, yeah, you know? GPU. And what does Xbox use? Dolby. Dolby Vision. Dolby Digital. Dolby Graphics. All Dolby. Dolby, the stuff that the cinema uses, yeah, you know? Now PlayStation isn't fully Dolby, you know? The graphics is not Dolby graphics, you know? Now the Xbox is Dolby graphics, you know? That means it's the same quality as you would see when you're watching a movie, you know? Or at cinema. Now PlayStation, you know, their graphics is GPU. Now what is GPU? Should we think about it? What is GPU? GPU is Nintendo 64. It's PlayStation 1. It's Super Nintendo. You know, do you remember them graphics? You remember them graphics? Super Nintendo, Super Mario World. Oh, look how real that looks. No, it doesn't look real. It looks like a cartoon, you know? But since then, GPU is upgraded to 4K to make it look maximum quality, you know? But the thing is, Ada, they come from a cartoon, you know? Have you noticed when you start playing on PlayStation, the graphics on there, and then you start playing on Xbox, the PlayStation almost looks real, you know? But it's got a slight cartoony effect. Have you noticed that? Have you seen that when you've played GTA 5 or GTA 6? It's got that kind of cartoony look, you know? That kind of like clay model, like Wallace and Gromit kind of like look to it, you know? Not quite real, you know? That's what it is. PlayStation is like Wallace and Gromit clay model, you know? Now Xbox is like silicon, you know them silicon dolls you can get, you know, these like all you swore in real life they were real, you know, but there's something slightly different about them that doesn't quite, and they're almost real. They're like so close. They're more real than a stupid clay model, yeah, you know. And that's the difference. See, that is a massive difference. Xbox is like silicon on the screen, you know, like you're watching silicon moving around. Now PlayStation, yeah, you know, it's like clay model, you know, clay model moving around here. You know, that is a difference. You know, when I look at it, it looks too shiny, too this, too that, too everything. You know, the skin on PlayStation looks too shiny, man. You know, looks like it's always wet all the time, like it's just had a session in the gym or something. You know, now everything about PlayStation I hate. You know, I hate the thin little look and stuff here, you know. Whereas it looks like it's sawn off, like someone's kind of cut a piece off, like it's got that sharp little corner here, you know. I hate that look, you know. I like the box, man. I just like a box here, you know, like an iPhone, you know. They got these box edges now. You know, new latest iPhones got these box edges, and they used to have these tablet, there's pebble edges there, you know. And so you know what? They got rid of it. Do you know why they got rid of it? Yeah, you know, because of the box edges there. The box edges that the men feel like it, and men love it more. You know, it's a serious phone when it comes to like, you know, it's not meant to look or feel like a phone. Yeah, you know, that's what the iPhone is. That's why they got rid of the pebble, smooth edges there, you know. The iPhone is not meant to feel like a phone. It's not meant to look like a phone, yeah, you know. It's meant to be technology, you know. It's not meant to be like some kind of phone that transforms into like that alien and transforms into like the predator, you know. It's not meant to be like that, you know. It's meant to be a fucking screen, yeah, a screen that has technology inside it, you know, that can do amazing things, you know. No one cares about the shape of it, you know. And the reason why no one cares about the shape of it, like you look at the Samsung, like Samsung Curve Edge and Samsung this and Samsung that, yeah, you know, the kid, the like look of it, the shape looks ugly, man. No one cares about the shape, you know. As long as it's great enough to put it sideways and you can see a whole entire screen, you know, and the touch screen is lovely on it, yeah, you know, and no one really cares about anything else, you know. All these extra little effects, like all these extra little like things, like oh look at the shape of this, look at the shape of that, yeah, you know. All these extra little things that no one really cares, you know. At first they care about it because like the shape is like whoa, you know. But it'd be even amazing if it actually worked half as good as it looked, and it never does. And Samsung always looks better than what it works. Like the camera's always better on an iPhone, you know. You compare it to every single iPhone, man, you know. The camera's always better, it's always clearer, it's always sharper, it's always this, always that, you know. Just like the Xbox, you know. Like the graphics is better, it's this and that, you know. But then like got people trying to say, oh yeah, but Samsung's better. Yeah, it's more fun. It's got more apps. It's got more this. You can do this and that. Yeah, you know, it's more free. You don't have to hardly pay for nothing. You know, that's just like the PlayStation, man. You know, exactly like the PlayStation. You know, load of people. You know, hate iPhones. You know, there's like, no, I'm not an iPhone person. You know, there's loads of people. You know, and mostly it's the people who can't be bothered to spend that much money on an iPhone. You know, who don't see the iPhone worth that much money. It's more cheaper people. Like in this world here, you know, the cheaper people go for PlayStation. You know, because there is not many rich people in this world here. You know, the rich people or the rich minded. You don't even have to have loads of money. The rich minded goes for Xbox. They save up every single penny they got just to buy an Xbox. I think screw PlayStation. You know, because I used to think that Xbox was the future. Yeah, you know, I thought people were gonna get smart, and then since the internet came along and there's all this stream and stuff here, now I realize people are never gonna be smart. The people who you know they say our world keeps on evolving. No, it was evolving. You know, now there's only so many people. There's only a few people that is evolving, and there's the rest of the whole world here. You know, are just sheep. They're just dumb. They're just idiots. They follow. You know, they don't even recreate. They don't even design. You know, they stay in their little groups still together. Yeah, you know, and then the leaders like me stand on the outside. You know, and we control the whole world, mate. You know, we design the whole world. We bring new technology and new stuff and new this into the world. You know, new designs. You know, and people like us, we die down. But there will always be at least one person or something to replace us, or we're hoping that there will be. You know, the thing is that you know they say all these people keep on evolving, getting smart. No, it's not. That's lies. It's only so many people, like 1 in 50, 1 in 100 people, are evolving, are getting smarter. You know, and then they got these unique abilities, and some of their bodies can't cope with it, like me, for instance. You know, so we start like shutting down and this trying to process it, you know, and the doctors have no clue what the hell it is. You know, it's this new, unique, new illness that no other doctors ever come across before. It's because of evolution, and doctors are too idiots, too brain dead to even understand. You know, I've seen thousands and thousands of doctors in my whole entire life here, you know, and there's only been one who's understood, who's told me exactly what's happening, and they've been right every single time, you know, with everything, with what medications to take or make my own medication, all this here, you know, they've been correct. But yeah, you know, this world is changing real fast, you know, but this world is built for PlayStation. This world is not ready for Xbox console. It's not ready to be smart, you know. These people are too busy being dumb.